remember what happened, okay, I have said that in this set of slides, I will technically don't deep into extension development. One is the extension of components. We will explore several components. One of the components is called the background. Last time I showed you the background. You launch the task manager on a Popup browser, then you will understand there are many bad guys running in the background. Okay? So the background is actually one JavaScript file. Okay, one JavaScript file. So that means that if you have a finished, if you have, okay, I don't know how many still don't have, a finished assignment 2, okay? So you will understand the Node.js, right? The Node.js, you load the JavaScript file and it's actually not running on background, right? It depends on the events that you set up. So I will say that instead of running in the background, it's as if you have a Node.js engine, okay, back in the browser, and it's a react to the register. You have registered some events, and it will react to that. Okay, so there's a background.js, background.js, and then we have another guy, the button. Okay, the button is called just vocabulary. Okay, you can say that, oh, this guy is an icon. Okay, but Chrome extension development team love to call it browser action. Okay, so it has two actions. One is just show there. Okay, and wait for you to click it. One action. Second action is when you click on it, it's shown another HTML file called Popup. Okay, so when you look at this guy, oh, by the way, the last guy is the most powerful thing of all, the script injection. You can choose to inject whatever script you want into the browser. Last time I showed you the video, right? This is last year project. Okay, they inject JavaScript code in other tabs, all the tabs in the browser, so that all browsers tab can show the chart, right? So the chart interface of Facebook, okay, and to upload file, download file, whatever things you want to do over the chart extension. So we look at this, okay, what are the restrictions we have? The restriction we have is, or the capability of the extension is JavaScript. Capability as well as the restriction. You can have all the JavaScript implementation, but let's say I want to say that do one thing. Can I implement an extension, when you click on it, I RM the entire hard disk for you? Yes or no? You don't know, right? Because I did never say something about this, right? When you look at it, the background is JavaScript. Can you use JavaScript to remove file? No, you cannot. Okay? Or maybe you want to argue with me that, hey, there is a thing called file API, right? HTML file API. The file API is very secure. You have to provide it the path, and then you can control the file. But not the browser applications, and part of the browser application can browse the file system. Okay? So this is not, okay, this is also HTML, this is also a JavaScript file that inject into the page. None of it's about the file system, or let's say I want to implement a BT client over this, okay? You may not be successful, except, okay, there is one thing, which is emerging. Okay, what's the name? It's called NACL. Yes, it's called NACL. Not this guy, okay? Chrome. Okay, let's count. It's called Native Client. NACL. NACL Native Client. So it allows you to compile the, let's say you have implement a library to drive the remote desktop, let's say. Okay, you can implement a set of C++ or C# code and package it into Chrome extension. Okay, but we don't touch this area. If you want to go for it, okay, you can look at the native client library. Okay, this is the example. Now the hardware is easy, right? Last time I already tried with you guys to have it. Let's go to Chrome extensions. Okay, can you see this? So last time I installed this guy, right? I re-enabled it. When I enable it, the icon pop up here. still be visible. Okay. So when you click on it, I just say that the hello 0. Click on it again, hello 1. Okay. So last time I already tell you about this JavaScript code, okay, which is a background, and the background never dies. What is the meaning? The count as if a global variable become a global variable of the browser. When you shut down the application, shut down the extension, then it's gone. When you shut down the browser, it will be gone. Other than these two cases, it won't be gone. It's always a memory resident. It's in the memory to solve your serve. Okay, what happened to me? Serve. Okay, serve you in printing the numbers. Okay, but how about other extension? Can another extension access this extension? No. So it is kind of a sandbox protecting your extension only. Okay, so this is the one way to implement an extension, and then I go back to a few slides. How to structure this directory? Very easy. Okay, so let me show you my drive. Okay, so let me position it here. Zoom in. Don't look at my files. I have many illegal files here. Okay. Yeah. When you see a directory called AV, okay, don't get me wrong. It's called antivirus. Yeah. Yeah. I always love to cheat people like that. You think that I have AV? Yes, antivirus. Okay. So, yeah, it's an antivirus, right? Okay. So there are only 3 files. One is a JavaScript file. One is what we call a JSON file. JSON is actually an object. And JSON is an extension configuration. So open with Sublime. Okay, then you can see this is only a configuration. You have to establish all the fields here. This is the necessary field. Don't remove them. Okay. I mean, you can change the name. Let's say that you don't want to how well you change the name. Okay. And then we have the what version? Oh my God. Okay, so this background JS, the same file as in my PowerPoint. Okay, so it seems that it's very easy to write. Now, what is the next step? The next step is I want to have the following. You see, other extension is not like me. My extension, click on it, it pop up and say hello. It sucks. Okay, you want to click on it and show an HTML file, right? So some words or a table or whatever thing you want. Okay. So what is the thing? The thing is to insert one more thing here, pop up. Okay. So in the coming assignment 3, you will also need to configure this guys. Okay. To set up a Popup HTML to fill in the credential. Okay. Your login name, your password. Okay. So that you can do the auto form filling. Okay, so this is a pop-up, and the pop-up is very easy to write. Let's have a look. Where's my? Okay, nope, not this. Okay, here. So let me close all the things here. So let me close all my files. Okay, so that you don't know what I'm doing. Okay, very dangerous, huh? Wow. Also very. What am I doing? Okay, so a pop-up. Okay. So let me open with Sublime. Okay, so very easy, right? A regular HTML file. Now remember, this is the capability and the restriction. It can only show HTML file. Every extension component is actually an HTML file. Now what you will expect is when I load this application, let me remove this guy. This hello world you don't need it, right? Then remove it. Okay, load. Okay, so not this directory. Extension. Now you cannot see extension people here, right? Okay, so hello world will pop up. So just click on the directory, and the icon pop up here. When you click on it, okay. Let me zoom in a bit, so you can see hello world. Okay. So as in my HTML file, my HTML also said that hello world will be print. Now when I click on it again, another hello world, again, Yeah, it's look like stupid, right? It's keep on changing color. Okay? It seems to be stupid, right? Who is responsible for the color changing? Of course, the JS. Okay? So that means that the way that you implement an extension is no difference from you implement your assignment 2, right? You can, I even think of one way. Okay, how about integrate your assignment 2 the remote control into here, into the pop-up, right? We'll integrate, put the entire HTML there, and click on the button there, but it seems to be stupid, right? You implement a remote control to control your own browser. Yeah, he get my meaning. Okay, so what was the usage? Okay, so then my TA said that, oh, you're stupid. So yeah, we'll give up that stupid idea. I mean, give up my stupid idea. Okay. Then we have the JS. So the JS, I just you can see the keyword random, right? I just use random to do some random thing. Okay, that's it. I just random the color. Okay, so that you when you click on it, you see the random colors. Okay. Now, what is the thing that I want to show? It seems to be a very simple thing. The thing that I want to show is not that easy to understand. The thing that I want to show is this do console.log. Okay, take a look at this. What is this console.log is talking about? I zoom in a bit. So, I have this in this script, right? When you run this in this script, I will choose one color by random, okay? And whenever you invoke this function once, I will remember the last color, okay? And the last color is a global variable. So what will you expect? You will expect that the last color by default is null, and then saying that my current pink color is pink, let's say, then last color change to pink. Okay, as simple as that. Now I want to show you something that is not simple and not very easy to accept. Now, how to inspect the environment for the background is to click on this. Then you will have the background, let me enlarge it. So you will have a background JS inspector view or the developer console for the background JS. Now, how about the pop-up? The pop-up is when you right-click here, right-click, you can choose inspect pop-up, okay? Inspect. Then you will see the execution environment. Let me open the console. Okay, so you can see the two statements, right? One is the last color is null and the current color is gray, right? Let me change it so that it won't. How can I change the window here? Mac sucks. Okay, oh, here. Wow, very slow. Okay. What happened to my machine, huh? Wait, wow, it's again become very big. Okay, so let me put it here so that you can see this. And then this guy, wow, it won't move. Wait, very horrible, huh? Wait, go away. Wait. Okay, good. Good. So the color is magenta, right? This is called magenta. Now, when I click on it again, see it again very clearly. When I click, now what is the meaning? I pop up it, I click it again. So what is the meaning? The meaning is actually very hard to understand. It means when I click on it, I want to inspect it, the popup.html is being executed once so that you see what is going on, right? When I click on it, it pop up and it execute. Now when I click it again, this window suddenly destroyed. It's actually telling you one thing. That page is destroyed. Yeah, the page is destroyed. So the Popup HTML is very hard to, I would say that, not very good for programmer. Every time when you click on it, it will show you a new page. And you cannot save anything to the global variable inside the JavaScript because it will be destroyed when you click the button again. Okay? So this is something you have to remember while you're doing assignment 3. I don't know what is the deadline yet. Okay? Don't ask. I don't know when I can have a specification. So then what should we do, right? If that's the case, I set up all the things and I cannot save it. What happens if my pop-up is not that simple? So what is the meaning of pop-up is not that simple? Let's choose one thing here. Where is it? Where is my icon for the resize app? Here, the resolution test. Okay, how many of you have installed it? Very useful thing. Okay, when you click on it, okay, it has a set of resolution for you to choose, and you will suddenly resize to that. Yeah, well, very good for debugging the responsive behavior, right? So nice. Now I want to show you something. Let's select all. How to delete it? Can you see the delete button? Invert none. I can delete it. I remember. Oh, option. Oh, here. Okay. So I have to click it one by one. Okay, good. I've removed them all. Now let's take a look here. Sucks. Yeah. Oh, 100 by 100. Okay. And this is not my invention, Show. Good. It suddenly works. Okay. So when you see this page, okay, do you understand what it's doing? Why it cannot allow me to change the thing inside the pop-up? Because of one properties. The pop-up will always vanquish. So the Chrome extension developer, I don't know why they do it in that way, but they come up with a solution. The solution is either you set up another page called option.html, this is called option page, to control some of the storage which is permanent, local storage. Okay, to control local storage and ask this pop-up to access the local storage. Or another way. Another way is, so I already said it here. The background is permanent, a kind of permanent. Okay, the pop-up is temporary. So the way is, first of all, let's also talk about the tabs, and then I will tell you how to use the message. So there's called a message passing mechanism, so that you can talk to every other components. Okay. Now let's take my examples here. My example is very good. I love this example. Okay, every year people think that I want to implement a project, okay, and the project is to see whether I focus as my work. Okay, so what's the meaning? Okay, forbid the number of times that you go to Facebook or the hours that you spend on Facebook. Okay, I usually say that no, I reject this idea because I give you code. Okay, so what is this application? Let me install the tab and then you will understand. So let's see it. What happened? Okay, so I first unload this guy. Unload this guy. Load another new guy. So when you have download my package, the application is called Detect Facebook. Okay, so let's see what will happen. So can you see an icon show here? Okay, so when you turn gray, it means that you are not in Facebook. Whereas gray is not in Facebook. If you are on Facebook, become 1. Go away from Facebook. Go back. Yeah. Then I can count how many times you are on Facebook. Of course, I can even count how many minutes that you get on Facebook, right? So I can keep track on which tab you're in, okay? Or you create one more. Create one more Facebook tab. Yeah, become 7, right? Hey, what happened? Wow. Not my stuff, okay? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I have to remove this frame, okay? Then how can I open Facebook? Ah, right. I go to groups. Let's go to follow Facebook groups. Okay. Then don't pollute this group. Okay, so this is the tab. Now when I go to another tab, it becomes 12. Go to 440 tabs, become 15. Okay, so it won't discriminate the which tab you're in. Okay, but my implementation has some bugs. Okay, what is the bugs? I don't handle multiple windows. Okay, you have multiple windows, then the application will go crazy. Okay, so but anyway, so how to implement that? So to implement it, it seems to be a funny job, but it's not easy. So let me open the application first. Okay. So Dropbox, Chrome extension. Oh, by the way, if you are implementing Facebook, oh not Facebook, I mean Chrome extension, this is the way. Okay, you use a terminal, okay, or a Notepad++, whatever thing you want to use, okay, to process over one directory. Okay, let me open it. Okay, so I have a JSON here. This is the configuration. So the configuration, let me go to the PowerPoint to describe to you. Okay, so I actually implement in this way. I implement two based on the tutorial in a Chrome extension. So the Chrome extension tutorial is in here. Okay, how to handle tabs. Okay, so but it don't tell you how to implement an application. So this is my role to tell you how to implement an application. So it can see whether the URL has changed or not. Okay, so what's the meaning? The meaning is, let's say that I have a, okay, we have to take a risk again, huh? So now look at the numbers. It is 13, okay, 13, and it's gray. Now I go to Facebook. Of course, I do a copy and paste the link. Okay, paste it here. I didn't change the link. Okay, so it won't turn into blue. When I change it, it knows that I'm in Facebook, so immediately increase the count. Okay, so this is what we call it on updates. Another is when I change the tab that I'm focused on, okay, it will fire another event. Okay, now this is the way to implement it. The code itself is big. Why is the code itself is big? Okay, actually I write many things in order to have a beautiful code for you guys. Okay, let's say that I define a function of what is the meaning of outside Facebook, inside Facebook. This is the change. Okay, and I also, because I'm lazy. Okay, so I use a regular expression. Okay, I use a regular expression to detect whether you're in Facebook or not. Okay, so of course if you have a hyperlink, I don't know why the hyperlink it's not on Facebook, but it's contain www.facebook.com. I will get trapped. Okay, so try to trap me. I don't know what kind of link you have in this form. Okay, yes, but the parameters seldom have dot. Seldom, but you can have. Okay. So then you see that there's a big chunk of code here. So in the PowerPoint, I have shown you how to read it. Basically, it's two events that I'm handling. Okay, I handle the first event, the URL change. If it's changed, I fire my URL change detection functions. If it is the activated, what is activated? The select tab is changed. I will also capture it. Okay, so that means the control is very easy, right? When you know that I change the URL, I fire the event, take a look at the event and the URL of the tab. Is it Facebook or not? If it's Facebook, go on. If it is not Facebook, then don't do anything. If I change the tab to see whether the tab is on Facebook or not, that's it. Okay? And then I will tell you one more trick. Because it's just code reading, okay? I cannot go through all the code reading with you in lecture. So later on in assignment 3, go to tutorial. I'll tell you how to finish the assignment. Okay. So the Chrome extension, the most useful function of all is code injection. So what is code injection? To give more functionality over the page. So if you don't understand what is code injection, okay, I can demonstrate to you here. Okay. Oh, by the way, before I do a demonstration, let's go to talk about what is my purpose. Okay, my purpose is to do this. Okay, I again play with Facebook. Okay, I want to do one thing. I want to highlight certain feeds with certain keywords. Okay, and the technique is to have a JavaScript file, an ordinary JavaScript file that you can load on the browser to run. It's not something related to Chrome extension, but it's purely a JavaScript file. You load it, and you will change something inside Facebook. Okay, so what is my purpose? My purpose is something like this. Okay, let me delete it. Yeah, cầu xuống luôn đấy. No. Yeah. Don't urge me, okay? So this is called a detect Facebook. No, this is detect people. Okay. So what I'm doing? Okay. I go to Facebook. I reload it. Okay. Then it highlights something. Okay. It highlights something. I don't know what kind of bug it was. Okay. Oh no, I didn't change it. So this is to detect whether a feed contains chan. Okay, CHAN. Whether the feed contains chan. If the feed contains chan, okay, I will highlight it. So Helen is very hardworking. Okay, many chan. Okay, then you see no chan. So here this guy likes this girl. Okay, Fiona is girl. Okay, so then no more chan there. Okay. So then, how to implement it? Very easy. So let me load the code first. Load the code, detect people. Okay, so let's take a look at the content.js. When you look at this code, okay, I can go through it part by part, but the most important of all is, when you look at this code, you will see the content is actually the same as an ordinary JS, right? When you load the code, I will call the function highlighter, and the highlighter, I just don't use a jQuery. I write within the JS, okay, within the JavaScript. Then I use query selector, blah, 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 and do the console log, what are the things I want to do, but purely simple JavaScript, okay? So what is the tricks here? The tricks here, first of all, I need to tell you. The challenges are I need to locate all the newsfeed downloads, right? Where are they? Okay. Now you know this is something that I share with you guys, but not on the notes. Facebook engineers are engineers, right? Then they will do things in terms of engineer mindset. So what I'm going to say is they usually will structure something in a nice way. Let's say a particular form of DIVs. They will give a particular names or a particular class. Right? Now you understand what I mean? Let's say in a Facebook, okay? If it is a news feed, that means that you will have a common class or common ID type of or whatever you want to say, some common factors. Okay? Then what is the thing I want to do is reverse engineer the entire Facebook page to look at what is a component that is in common. Okay? So, by the way, I use this trick to do many things. Okay? Even in the screen record, I would say that I can kind of inject code into Blackboard, okay, to do something that I want to do. Because you know, Blackboard is also written by the engineers. Okay? Of course, they are not by CSCI engineers, so they should be in some good formats, the codes. Then I look at the codes and I can extract whatever thing I want, okay, in a Blackboard. And some others older project, okay, some people even inject codes into the users so that they can force the users don't log out. You know, it starts right at 20 minutes and then it forces log out. Who invented that? Okay, so we invent an extension to remove this. Okay, so let's say inspect element. Okay, so there are a set of divs, right? A set of divs. Wow, what is that? Okay, so let me pull it down for a bit. Okay, so you can see this up. Depends on what is the layer that you want to focus. So this is the previous div. This is the next div. Can you see this? Maybe I put it down for a bit and change it here. Okay, smaller. So this div, I use an inspect element. Okay, then focus on it. So this is div box. This is another div box. Another div box. Then it's go, and I find that for each feed, the keyword that is common to all newspaper is called MBM. A class called MBM. Okay, let's try. Okay, so how to try it? I will use it because I don't know whether Facebook has included jQuery. Okay, so I don't use jQuery. I use documents.query selector all the selector languages that introduced in HTML5, and this means that I find all the divs with the class MBM. Okay, so this is the way that I do the reverse engineering. Okay, then you see that my extension is running. Okay, so document dot query selector all. So it will return an array div.mbm. Okay, so I just reverse engineer and find this name. Okay, then set it to a variable called a. Yeah, why is document gone? Okay, good. So it's set undefined now is actually an array. Okay, the array of objects here. Now to test, very easy, right? How to test it? For while I equal to 0, I smaller than a dot length, I plus plus. Okay, div dot inner HTML equal to mode. No, not div. It's called AI. What will happen, huh? Yeah. Oh, I become mode, right? So it means right. I get it, right? With this simple test, okay? With this simple test, I get it. I find that the MBM is a keyword, and all fits now become mode. Wow, powerful, huh? So I can do another demonstration. I love that. Okay, so let's say, sorry, are you here? No, you are not here. Great. I want to change this name into Mo Wong. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at this is an A, right? Type the data or the object is A. Okay, so can you see some class? It seems that not, right? Is there any class over this item? It seems not. But outside it, there is a span. There is a span. It seems that the span is referring to the name there, right? So what I'm going to do, span or FWB, okay? So it's a span dot FWB, okay? It works. Okay, so it's an array, and I use this technique again and change it become Mo Wong. And this is Mo Wong. This is also Mo Wong. Many Mo Wongs there. Yeah. So don't believe it's an extension, right? When you install extension, you don't know what kind of change it is doing. Because it can do any change, right? Now what I type in here is actually can package into an extension. Okay? So what I'm doing in extension is very easy. I go through this part, right? I query all the divs. After I query all the divs, I loop through it and using regular expression. Why I need regular expression? Because I want to detect inside it where it's contain the name chain. Okay? Then if it's yes, I will increase its count and also change, the count for how many of them, okay? I just count it. And change the style, the border style into solid, red, 2px, okay? Originally was I don't care, okay? Then after I change it, it will highlight. And let me ask you why I have a periodic call of this call. Do you know why? Now when the extension is low, okay, when it's low, what is the meaning of it's low? Content script is when you say that the extension contains this script, it will load when the page finishes loading. Later on I will tell you what is timing, okay? Then I will load this JavaScript. This is simple JavaScript, and after you finish loading it, it will call highlighter once, and then I keep on calling it after I finish this process. Every 2 seconds, I will call it periodically. Do you know why? Do you know why I need to do it? Yeah, I also see your gesture. Yeah, your ways of gesture answering questions. Okay. So it means that yeah, it will keep updating, right? When it keeps updating, then it will fail my application. So I have a periodic call. Okay. Some people argue with me that some previous year, hey, why you don't use the set intervals? I don't like it. Okay. But because I don't know for how long this process will go on. Okay, let's say this takes 1 second, okay, then it will not be a calling every 2 seconds, okay. So I make sure that it finish all the stuff, and then wait for 2 more seconds, and then do it again, okay. So I don't set it, it's at an interval. I set it in a timeout manner. Okay, so beautiful, right? Do you like this app? Yeah, it can change every guys in the mobile. Okay, very horrible, huh? So then, this is not my purpose, okay? Yeah, you can change it in your good friends, huh? When you go, hey, why you become a girl, okay? Yeah. They're not my purpose, okay? By the way, if you want to look at the regular expression in JavaScript, it is a really kind of, similar to the syntax in Python, kind of. Okay, but well, you can always Google it. So I just read out a plain summary here. Okay, so what is my real purpose? My real purpose is, what is that? When you visit Facebook, the content script is load, look for the chain plus one more thing. How about you show me how many of chains appear, right? I wanted to appear to tell me how many chains, okay? Now in my extension, hey, come on, extension. Wait, okay. Yeah, it won't appear. So you can see it's keeping popping up. I have this console.log and keep on saying that how many chains appear in the log already. So what is my purpose? My purpose is want to borrow this 6, put it into the browser action. Okay. So with this in your mind, okay, I will also talk about one more stuff. Let's say that can I also implement it because it's kind of annoying, okay? You always say that, oh, so red false or whatever color you want, okay? It's keep on popping it up. How about I set up a way to turn it off or turn it on back by clicking on the browser action, okay? And the last integration is, how about I want to change chain? I don't always want to focus on chain. Can I use a pop-up page? Now one more upgrade. To set up a pop-up page, the pop-up page allow me to type in what is the thing you want to highlight. Let's say this time I want a pop-up mode. Find all the mode there, okay? Then I tap mode and then press enter. I expect that it will highlight all the modes for me. Can we do this? So there's layers of integration, and integration contains the content script as well as another keyword, message parsing. Okay, if the pass message, and later on, not later on, tomorrow, I will tell you how to pass message. Okay, so let's stop for